Right, solving these two quadratic equations by factorisation. First thing with all quadratic equations is to know that it is a quadratic equation, and it is because it's got an x squared term in it. To solve them, we always need to make them equal to 0. In this case here, we will need to remove that 18 from this side, so take 18 from both sides, and we end up with x squared plus 3x minus 18 is equal to 0. So it's factorisation, so we're going to use our box method. So there is my box, my x squared goes in there, the minus 18 goes in there. My two numbers need to multiply to give minus 18, add to give 3. Okay, so my two numbers are 6 and minus 3. So I've got 6x up here and minus 3x down here. So what makes x squared? Well, x times x makes x squared. X times 6 makes 6x, x times by minus 3 makes minus 3x, and minus 3 times 6 is minus 18, so it all works. So my two brackets then become x plus 6 from that, and x minus 3 from that is equal to 0. Now, if I've got two things multiplied together to make 0, then either this is 0 or this is 0. So we have x plus 6 is equal to 0, or x minus 3 is equal to 0. And then just by a simple bit of normal manipulation, we get x is equal to minus 6. And here I need to add 3 to both sides, and I get x is equal to 3. So those are my two solutions. Checking back, if I put 3 back into here, 3 squared is 9, 3 3s are 9, 9 and 9 is 18, so that works. Using minus 6 squared, well, minus times a minus is a plus, 6 is a 36, so that's 36. 3 times minus 6 is minus 18, 36 minus 18 is 18, so it works. Coming over to this second quadratic equation, it's slightly more difficult because we've got 4x squared. First step, as always, make it equal to 0. So this time I'm going to need to take 12x from both sides, but I'm also going to need to add 5 to both sides. And I end up with the equation 4x squared minus 12x plus 5 equals 0. Again, factorisation. There's my box. There's my 4x squared going in there, and my plus 5 going in there. My two numbers multiply. Remember, to give 4 times 5, so they multiply to give 20, add to give minus 12. My two numbers this time being minus 10 and minus 2. So I've got minus 10x in there, and I've got minus 2x in there. Now then, looking along my rows, what's the biggest thing that goes into 4x squared and minus 10x? Well, it's 2x, so I put 2x there. 2x times 2x is 4x squared. 2x times by minus 5 is minus 10x. 2x times by minus 1 is minus 2x, and check, minus 1 times minus 5 plus 5. So it looks good. So my two brackets then are 2x minus 5 from the top, 2x minus 1, and they're equal to 0. Again, either this is 0 or this is 0. So we get 2x minus 5 is 0, or 2x minus 1 is 0. Again, the manipulation, well, slightly more complicated, but we add 5 to both sides to get 2x is equal to 5. Divide both sides by 2. And one of the solutions is x is equal to 5 over 2. Same idea on this side. Add 1 to both sides. 2x is equal to 1, and again divide by 2, and we end up with x is equal to a half. And then you could swap them back in there. I'd use your calculator to check that both of those solutions work.